Welcome to Coffee with K&K, and today we're here with our girl Emily. She's a model, health and wellness coach, and a yogi. And we are talking all things health and fitness when traveling. Cheers!
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 I'm just gonna break the ice right away. I met this girl 2.5 years ago through mutual friends, and she comes into our HQ and she's like, hey, it was literally out of a Maybelline commercial, except not an ounce of makeup. And I was like, holy oh, there is a supermodel in our conference room right now. And she's like, yeah, we're about to go to hot yoga. Do you wanna come? I'm like, no. I actually don't wanna go to hot yoga with a supermodel because that will permanently be burnt into my brain the rest of my life. No, just kidding. I couldn't go, but I would have loved to.
I was like, because I really wanted to. It's funny you say that because when I walked into your headquarters, I was the one that was nervous because I had I had followed you guys and I knew about you guys and I was the one that was nervous. I remember awkwardly standing there and being like, they probably want me to leave, but I really want to see because my fiance Kyle.
I was like, stay longer so I can stare at your face.
Yeah. No, but I don't want to be cheesy, but I had always looked up to you guys and I really like what you represent. And my fiance Kyle was like, go meet them, come on, go, and I was like, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to say. So it's funny you say that
so
because
cute.
I was just like, hey, can I come see you?
Yeah.
Meet you guys?
No, truly, I did want to go to hot yoga with you because I actually did want that burnt into my memory forever. But yeah, and then we ended up going to dinner. It was great. That weekend, you did a half marathon, or
you came in town. You went out, and you were doing. Was it a marathon or a half marathon?
Same thing for me. I'm just might as well just keep going if you're running a half.
I was not prepared for that. I was like, I made it. It was fine. But have you guys ever done a half or a full or any?
I've done a half.
Yeah.
I did a couple triathlons with you.
Oh yeah. Do you guys do I do triathlons too.
Yeah, I haven't done one in a while, but I used to do them all the time, and I've done quite a few half marathons, and I did one marathon, the Rock and Roll Marathon in Las Vegas.
And you did a half Ironman.
I did a half Ironman.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I crossed the finish line. It's like, I'm never doing that again.
You did, you said that.
I said that, but now I'm like, maybe I would do it again. It was intense. It was the most mental and physical challenge I have ever been through.
Where was that?
It was down in San Diego.
Wow, that is impressive. When I met my fiance, he was training for the full Ironman. And then he started dating me and he was training for this Ironman, it was literally the first month, and he put a decision day on his calendar. He was like, I'm either gonna do this Ironman or I'm gonna date this girl. I can't do both. Because you literally have to train for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's so impressive. Wow.
I'm either gonna date this girl.
So he chose you.
He chose me.
Nice. Okay, so we actually know her through her fiance Kyle, but let's rewind for a minute. Do you want to share how you met him?
So I was traveling to Vail, Colorado to shoot the cover of Vogue Australia, and Kyle, my fiance, was going for work. We sat next to each other on the plane, and then we've pretty much been dating ever since then. So we have that.
That's so cute. Yeah. So, Colorado, where else in the world have you traveled, and how often do you travel?
It goes in ebbs and flows. Sometimes I'm in 5 places a month, on an airplane every other day, and then I'll go times where I'm working more in New York and only go somewhere once a month. It's always in ebbs and flows. So right now I'm in New York for a little bit longer, so it's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about when you're to a new time zone and you have to go to the shoot the next morning? How do you get up and motivate yourself to work out and eat healthy foods? What are your best tips to be glowing and beautiful?
Yeah, I feel like health and wellness is a challenge even if you're in one place, and then when you're traveling it can be really difficult. So sometimes I'll fly directly into a job, red eye into something. If I don't do that, I always immediately when I land and get to my hotel is try to do something to make me sweat.
Yeah.
And I just set really small goals. Just get to the gym and run for 10 minutes. That's all I have to do. And as long as I set a really small, short goal that I know I can achieve, then you end up staying longer. You'll be like, oh, I'll might as well do my normal 30 minutes.
Might as well just run a half marathon.
Yeah. I set it for 10,
cute.
but then I stay for 60.
Okay, but 10 minutes on a treadmill is really 45 minutes in real life. You're like, wow, I've only been running for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It lasts a long time.
Yeah, it does. Then once you get past like 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'm like, you know, the endorphins start going. So I'll be like, I'll just do like
I did
Yeah.
that this morning. My goal was
Yeah.
15 minutes on the recumbent bike.
That's it.
I stayed for 35.
And it was like 3 a.m. in your brain.
Yeah, I got up.
Exactly.
Usually when we travel, sometimes, it's tough. And today I was like, okay, I've set the small goals, so that helped.
Yeah.
And then I stayed a
Wait,
little
so when
longer.
you guys do like your cute bikini video shoots on these
so
travel, like
cute.
you guys look so good.
Oh my God,
Do you
I
guys
love
work out before you shoot?
Not the day of, because we're working out all day. So that is our
so
workout.
awesome.
Well, sometimes it's awesome. It is,
Sometimes
but
it's not
when you're in Turks and
cool.
Caicos and it's 95 degrees and 100% humidity,
Oh, yeah.
it's intense.
Okay, Turks and Caicos,
Yeah.
that was, although it was beautiful, it was the most physically challenging video shoot we've ever been on, because it's so hot that our skin was hot to touch. And people that were under umbrellas were still super hot. Our entire crew, our whole crew, they were so hot, even not working out, and underneath these huge umbrellas that in between takes they would jump in the ocean and just try to cool down and then get out. It was the most intense thing we've ever been part of.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that, because like even just so I'm just like posing in the hot weather. You guys are like actually working out.
Traveling is one of those things where you're like, okay, airport food, airplane food, hotel food, everything. That's the hardest time to be healthy, and that's the #1 time where you need to feel and look your best. And that's whenever we're traveling, that's when we're filming our shoots.
So we have to eat very, very healthy.
See, yeah, that is really challenging. I think even more so than working out is definitely the food and figuring out like how you're gonna eat, where you're gonna eat, and like packing for stuff. And it is definitely challenging because you go somewhere and it's new food and a new culture sometimes, at least for me. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm eating. And like now my stomach hurts and I feel weird. And like, I don't know, it's just, that is definitely a difficult part of it.
Do you ever pack your food for shoots?
Always.
Yeah.
I'll always bring like almonds or something like that. This is weird. My fiance thinks I'm so weird. I pack avocados on the plane.
Cute.
So I'll just like cut it in half and have that, because I feel like if I eat something, avocados have a lot of fat and they're really satiating. So you're not like craving sweets. And for some reason for me, it really helps. I'll eat like an entire avocado and just something
That's
like
very
that.
smart.
Yeah.
That keeps your blood sugar levels in check, that you won't be hungry for those cookies that come out at the
Exactly.
end of the flight.
It helps so much.
Put it on your eyes. So
Yeah.
You don't get dry.
Multi.
Do you think-
An avocado.
Do you think if you ate an avocado and then could put it on your face that Kyle would have ever called you or ever tried to find you?
Thank God I picked up that habit later. If I met him on the flight and he's like eating an avocado, he'd be like, you're crazy.
On the way here, Karina said I was smiling while I was sleeping,
Yeah.
which is kind of
I had a little eye
creepy.
mask on and I looked over. I was like,
What do you guys pack?
Okay, we've done weird stuff.
I know. Can
I've
we
done
just
weird
talk
stuff
about the
too.
weird stuff?
I've done really
Okay.
weird stuff.
Well, back a while ago, when
We would
first
actually
met,
like pack chicken and asparagus and bring it out on an airplane.
and then we realized that when we opened the bag, it stunk up the entire plane, and we're like,
Oh my God. I was flying to New Zealand and I was flying on Korean Air and I packed hard-boiled eggs already peeled.
Oh,
I had
no.
to peel them. So I sat down and I landed like in Korea and I had to fly to New Zealand, started cracking my hard-boiled eggs. The woman next to me turns to me and she's like, she gets up and moves. And I was like, what? How rude. And then someone was like, you stink. I was like,
yeah,
whoops.
ew.
That's
That's
amazing.
like when I open a bag of beef jerky on the plane,
Yeah.
and I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
I know, but I get it, because you're like, I don't want to eat. Like, I totally get it. I do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff.
So I would say that we pack, I mostly like making the little muffins. Little mini muffins. You can make our pancake or our waffle recipes. We'll put them down below and put them in like a mini muffin pan and bring them in a little baggie or a little container, and TSA approved, you're fine. And it doesn't stink up the plane. And then when we're traveling too, you went to the gym this morning, I needed a little yoga. I did it in my hotel room and it was like 15 minutes and I felt great. So sometimes it's not going to be the most active, craziest workout, but if you can do something active and just try to resist the urge to stop at all those places at the airport and bringing your own food, or there's a lot of salad places popping up at airports too.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
even a green juice place at LAX when we left.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's definitely like a newer thing, but I do the same thing. Like even if it's yoga, it'll just be 15 minutes in the morning. It doesn't have to be, I think it's almost more about continuing the momentum, that you're not just stopping, giving up and not doing it. You do 15 minutes, you're like, I'm still going, I'm still in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you set yourself up to do something little, then like you said, it will turn into something else. Or it's just having that habit and staying healthy while you're traveling. But if you kind of think, okay, I need to get a full hour workout, it's probably
a little overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely, especially with time change.
Little goals.
What's the funniest experience you've ever had traveling minus your egg mishap?
Meeting my fiance was one of them.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
a funny thing. Okay, meeting my fiance, hard-boiled eggs. What else?
Any kind of weird beauty thing? I'm just trying to get information out of you.
Avocado on the face.
Avocado, yeah, no avocado on the face. I'll do like,
What do you do if you're going on a long flight for beauty-wise, for your skin? Do you use moisturizer? Keep moisturizing or spraying your face with something?
I think like one of the best things when getting on an airplane is making sure I'll bring, like a swell bottle, just having something that you can constantly be refilling water. Constantly. I go to the stewardesses and I'm every 5 seconds like, fill this up again, because they'll give you little bottles of water, a cup of water, but on a long flight, I'm constantly drinking water. I think that's one of the most important things for when you land.
Yeah.
Because you just get so dried out. I moisturize, but nothing crazy. Always have moisturizer, always have something for the lips. And and good snacks. The snacks, what you eat also matters. If you eat airplane food, it's weird, it smells, it kind of dries you out. It's not good for me, it hurts I'm sure you guys know.
I slept through it on the way here, which is probably good.
Yeah, I didn't sleep through it and I got it.
And
it wasn't good.
Yeah, see? And then you feel kind of sick, so I think the food, the water, and just always staying moisturized is good.
My skin was so dry this morning that I actually went to Karina's hotel room to get a ton of moisturizer, and I just sat there with like a bunch of
She used my
oil.
entire bottle basically. She used my eye cream and then she put it under her eyes and then she's like, I'm just gonna put this all over my face. And she just put my eye cream all over her face.
It worked though, like all of a sudden it went from like very dry to somewhat normal.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Another good thing to travel with I always have a little thing of coconut oil too, because sometimes if you get dry, or sometimes my skin will act differently on a plane or in a different place, it's irritated or dry or tired. It kind of just like seals it off with coconut oil, and you can use it in your hair and on your face and on your hands, everywhere.
And cuticles.
Sitting
My
at your
cuticles
seat.
were so dry this morning. Oh yeah.
Cover yourself while you're sitting there.
Yeah, literally.
You stand up and there's like a print on the seat. Oh my goodness.
At least you'll smell good.
Yes,
No, totally.
that's true.
All right, well, cheers.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought I was going to be cold pressed. This is like real coffee.
We're like,
Sarah's everything.
And it was definitely on your Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah. You're like, wait, how do I know you?
We go to high school together? It's like, no.
I do that with famous people. I was at like ballet with Kim Kardashian. I was like, hey, I don't know you. That's like out of a movie, meeting Kyle on an airplane and then going to shoot your cover.
I used to daydream about that.
I know.
I'd be on a plane and be like, okay, some guy's gonna sit next to me. Every time I was so disappointed.
Were you trying to join the Mile High? No. Oh wait, did you guys?
No.